Right, welcome back guys to another video. Sherlock Holmes chapter 1 part 4. It's actually part something, but the last 3 parts were Goliath case and we finally finished it. So let's continue. Let's see what else do we have to solve. It was a good case, but I think it was dragged too much, although it was a good one. So here we are. First let me just, you know what, change my, yeah. Wait a second, fragmented memory, another memory is coming back to me. I saw somebody hand a hidden key to his pocket. Let's just pin that. And that is a glided cage. Mind pals, we can't really check things once we've done it. Why do we have that? Okay. Let's continue. Didn't I pin that? I think I pinned that. Unpin. It is already pinned, man. Now it's pinned. I don't know what it was. Hey! Look what we have in our yard now. Yard is getting better. Alright.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
So
Another one. There must be something important behind
I
it.
think it is on the second floor, but let's just take a round first. Yep, it is on the second floor. But the point is, where? I think it's here. Is it? Wait, I see something.
I had a surprise for my mother. You had a shovel with you, John. I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece of it. I remember now, we dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona, and were eager to show my mother right away.
Uh-huh. Anything else? Yeah.
For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked. Another one. There must be
But
something
nobody answered.
behind it.
We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs. I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
Yes. It came from upstairs.
The vase was broken to pieces.
The vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate. Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it.
Okay. Now let's enter.
Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality.
Okay, let's see what else This room has bell.
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall. Anything except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad. I'm sorry.
This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognize her hand. There's a date on it, 8th of December, 1868. This seems a bit odd. I can recognize my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869. It's difficult to tell what this is meant to represent. There's no date at all. Straps on the bed. Just doesn't look right. Seems this was the most frequently used medication. 1 dram dissolved in a glass of water, administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours, not to be given to children.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose. Bars covering the windows from the inside.
Was she... mad?
No labels. I doubt it ever had one. There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
I don't know what to say. I know it's pretty clear that she was...
My mother loved flowers. They made her smile. I remember we would bring a new bouquet every week to make her a bit happier.
That's why we collected all the violet flowers we could find on the island.
You know what?
Look what I found! The White King is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move?
King with bishop.
Ah, nice move. You saved the king and checkmated the black king with the rook.
Alright, that's done.
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any
Looks like
time
it was
we want.
damaged by a blunt object. Oh, it brings back some memories.
Morning mana. I think we have everything that we need. Let me check that one more time. Let's continue. Let's see. We did that. There's something my mind seems to unproposed that we find our bedroom. I think it's somewhere upstairs. This one after examining morning together. Let's pin that and go back in. Now we have everything. The broken plate.
The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why? It's starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
Let's begin then. Let's begin the reconstruction of those scenes. Let's go, John. Alright. Let's first I don't think so. It could be, but let me check one more thing. What else is there? No. I think this one is right. Think so. No. Could it be something blunt? Let's see that. Not that one. This is the right one, but I'm confused about these two. I don't think so.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Concentrate.
I don't believe you! Liars! Get away from me! It's not true! It's not real!
What? Oh.
Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
See, didn't I
It was
say?
the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
And she was right.
My mother, she was not just ill, but mad. God have mercy.
I'm sorry. explains why you locked the memory away.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened. John!
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
I know. But can we at least leave it for another day?
Well, history tells us these memories are triggered by our investigation of other matters. I suspect it could not be forced even if I so desired.
Thank you. How are you feeling about all this? Tell me, I'm not the only one reeling.
It feels wrong, sad. Like they're the memories of another man. I'm struggling to reconcile my love for my mother with the reality of who she was. And worse, what possessed Mycroft to lie about it? There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait, did you hear that?
Yes, metallic salts. What is this sailor doing here?
Damn, dude, I think she wasn't mad, but that doctor was mixing something, that hallucinations from that mushroom, that was making her mad. That's what I think. Let's see. Let's continue. Let me check. Alright, mental disease. Nah. What is this? Someone is knocking at the manager's door. I wasn't expecting anyone. Okay, fine. John's diary. Close the door. Let's check the downstairs. Who the
Sherlock
hell?
Holmes, isn't it? I was looking.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You could call me your new game. The rules are simple. I have something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
And that something is my prize, I suppose?
You're a fast learner, sir.
Fine. Let's just play his game. He's a sailor, by the way. I can say it without doing it. Interesting. I think he's disguised as a sailor. Square shoot. This is interesting, but I think so. I'll go with it. It's just my my own deduction.
I cannot believe that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes. Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favourite part of any conversation. Hands without any sign of regular physical activity, in contradiction to one who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink, unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
My dear Sherlock Holmes, as you no doubt have already guessed, I would like to invite you to the experience of an art exhibition. You will find the gallery at the Caravanserai at the crossroads of Bazaar RD and Holmes. Old City, always your friend. The Muse from Abroad. I think it's just a new case. Just a new case that opened. Well, I was right. He wasn't a sailor then. Never mind. My dear Sherlock Holmes. Let's just continue then. I'm not sure how big this video will be, but I will make it a smaller one. I think maybe 40 minutes. So we are not going to do much in this one, but I think we should go and check that place out, in my opinion. So let's continue. Let's check the map. Bazaar RD and Holmes Eve at Old City. First of all, let's go to the Old City where that is. Okay, now let's just find Bazaar RD. Okay, there we have it. And what was it? I think Holmes Eve. I think it was here. I think so. But it could be also here. I think it should be here. I think there is no other place where these two things meet. Yeah, I think I'm right. Yep. Let's just go. Okay. Now.
Can I ask you a question?
Can't say I know.
I don't know though. Oh, we are not there yet. No mind. We are right there though, at the crossroads. Wait a second. Do we go in there? I mean, we might have to go in there. This pharmacy. That's books. And wait a second, give me a sec. Maybe that is where we have to go. And I think it's here. I think we're there. Or not. Or yes.
Mr. Holmes, you came. Oh, how kind. Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific! I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve. A locked area in the basement with no windows found brutally vandalized. I have no clue how it was possible.
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no! It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes opened.
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched, and there was no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance?
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
This case doesn't look that interesting.
I wish I could show you the gallery under different circumstances, but life is beautiful in its unpredictability, isn't it?
I don't see anything out of the ordinary for now.
You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
No, I don't. Or maybe I do. Nothing to see here, but so he heard a noise, and why should I? Come on, man. Did I check this out? I did not.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
A shark.
A simplistic attempt at provocation.
That's a shark.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart
There's a
attack
bedroom
when he
here.
sees what I bring him.
Wonder. Steps.
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame, old, and hasn't been used for a long time. Closed with a metal bolt.
Something
Footprints.
came through here.
Size 9.5.
A small. Okay. Kinky. Scary.
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my loneliness unbroken, John. A handprint of the thing from another world. But it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane. Sodden and mould-ridden. One presumes deliberately. Oh, sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing. A Maupau butt. Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache.
Let me check this one, then I will do that.
The parasites of creativity. Or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests. Saturn devouring his sun. Oh, grim composition.
Unflinching in its ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
Interesting. Let's go, John. Let's begin through here. Oh, there is nothing here. Never mind. Nope. Yup. That is... Is it okay? Because I'm not sure. Nope. Yeah, it's okay. Then... Why would somebody... No. Let's just keep that. Let's just keep that. Okay. No. Yep. I think I'm doing pretty good in the recreation of the scene. Nope. Okay. Somebody burned it, but could it be? No. I think that's it.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room, but the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
Interesting. I recreated it perfectly. The noise was caused by an intruder who entered in the basement. He waited until Vogel left and the camera analyzing art space after they took down the painting from Wilde's room and burned them. Okay. That's all we know yet. I think we need to talk with him. Where is he?
The pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
Dozens of priceless works amassed simply for the sake of it and presented without care. It's not about the art, it's about Excess, yes?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine. Besides, what's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Aha.
Mr. Vogel, I have confirmed that the intruder was an average-sized, flexible Malpal smoker with a limp. As it happens, the vandalism was a cover. The true intent was to steal a painting without your knowledge. The fact is, one of the pieces from the Wild Room is not in the wreckage.
What? That is extraordinary.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My, your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman, wrapped in robes, being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin, even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news, or at least with a good story.
Interesting. This case doesn't interest me that much. I'm not here to catch thieves, but let's just give it a try, why not? Where this address could be? This will be in the archives, but where? Hmm. I'm going to give that a try, and that's how we will wrap this video today. Let's give it a try. Why not? After all, why not? Where the hell? Yeah. I don't think it's a tough case. It's just something has been stolen. That's it. And let me just pin this evidence.
I'm curious, how did Mycroft recruit you? I doubt you're a field agent. I imagine you work with intelligence.
That's correct. Your brother noticed me when I tracked down a spy at the archives. That's how our cooperation began. And you? Did Mycroft force you into this?
Not at all. We simply have a mutual interest in someone.
Or something.
Or something.
Of course. A fruitful and willing collaboration, I'm sure.
Well, I'm his younger brother. I have to accept the consequences of being a close relative of an official figure.
I suppose, in a way, we are colleagues, Mr. Holmes.
In the remotest way possible, Miss Only.
Old city. Artist. Alright. We don't need I wondered if we will get something out of it, but it seems that we don't have anything on this. That is interesting. Then, on the basis, by that basis, I don't think we are at the right place. Because I don't think, sorry, we can match anything. What else? Maybe the newspaper? Maybe. Maybe. They just maybe. Oh man. The FPS drops, dude. It starts killing things.
Mr. Holmes, I have something for you. Mr. Holmes, I see what you're up to. Mysterious stranger pursues betrothed woman. But please, let us keep things professional. I have in my possession an envelope containing details of a special assignment for you. Tell me, are you interested?
Not now.
Miss Sertle, I am not pursuing you, and I am not pursuing further work at the minute.
Well, it shall wait for you here. Do come back. It's quite something.
Maybe. Right. I can't really sections. Old city. Oh, we did find something. That's a huge one. but that did give us something at least. Now we just have to go there. You'll find him at the address between the scars. Alright. Alright. Alright guys, I think this is where I will end this part. And thank you for joining me. If you like the video, subscribe and share. And give me a like. And do you think, actually, is that guy, Vogel, is that involved in this? Did he do it just to test us, maybe? Well, we'll find that out. For now, give me a like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye and take care. Stay safe.